All right, welcome into Talkin Sports with Ryan and Corey. Corey Bender is out tonight due to personal reasons. I am Tim Kosinakis. You may remember me from such programs as the Jim Miller Frozen Sports Program, which I quit over 3 months ago. But back on the air once again. It feels good to be sitting in the makeshift studio. It's a little in disarray right now, but here next to you in front of a good old laptop and microphone combination we got. And how you been on this New Year's Eve, Ryan?
I have been spectacular. I would just like to point something out to the YouTube community. You have stopped watching our videos.
Start watching them again.
You have completely stopped watching them. I mean, completely. I can go show you the viewer list. Hopefully things have improved. The last time I checked, the last 4 things I uploaded, the one view. The dreaded one view.
Wow.
So I went, and that's the view from me being there for 2 seconds to copy and paste the link to Facebook. Apparently my opinions are so extreme and so intense, and apparently I speak so badly that people do not listen to the program anymore. I would like to apologize for completely destroying this company. Almost completely by myself.
Yeah, it's okay, man. We all have our ups and downs. Yeah, well, it was almost a year ago that we launched the BWC Revolution, remember? Yes. January 1st, we set up the Twitter pages, and I just made a tweet, and it's been a solid year of tweeting and Facebooking for BWC, but it's going nowhere.
As usual.
This year, man, 2012, it's going to be the year. We finally get off the ground.
And you're going to be off the air, and it's just going to be me. Not even Corey.
Not even Corey.
You haven't been here for months, dude. I think you're blowing me off. I don't think he wants to be here.
You think so? Well, we'll have to.
I want to be here, okay? You don't understand. It's hard being me. You know how hard it is to have this nose? Seriously.
Oh, a lot of respect for Dr. Bender.
Absolutely. I nothing but respect and love.
Exactly.
My message is.
We give him a hard time, but otherwise. But let's get into the professional side of this show on this New Year's Eve, and off we go.
Week 17 in the
Week
National
17.
Football League. Your standard 2 to 3 segment breakdown.
It's almost done. 2 to 3 segments. So we have
segments.
3.
Sometimes
today.
It's 2, sometimes it's 3. We have
3 topics.
We have 3 topics on this segment, and then we go breaking down the games. I can do it all in one segment now because I'm just like, boom, 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 boom. This team sucks. This team is great. Let's move on.
All right, so let's get into the first pressing issue this week in the National Football League. A little bit of a trust issue here. Who do you trust more, the Giants or the Cowboys, Ryan?
It's hard to say. These two teams play each other in the Meadowlands. The winner of this game moves on to the NFC playoffs, and the loser of this game gets to go home. So, but there is some kind of weird tiebreaker that the Cowboys could, by some miracle, still make the playoffs if they lose this game. The NFC is very bizarre, and it's been very strange, and it's been that way for decades, and it will continue to be that way. And but I look at the quarterback, and Romo is better than Eli, is he not?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I mean, Manning's a Manning, man.
He's a Manning, but he's not Peyton.
He's not Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning is one of the 10 greatest quarterbacks of all time. Is Eli that? No.
Well, he has won a Super Bowl.
Has won a Super Bowl.
So
Romo has not.
That's what I look at.
Romo puts up great numbers. He's elite. He's had idiots as head coaches. Wade Phillips is a moron. And Jason Garrett doesn't seem to be the brightest tool in the shed either. Sharpest tool in the shed. Brightest something or other.
Brightest bulb in the box.
Brightest bulb in the box? Okay, I was combining analogies. I apologize. But, I like Romo. I like the Cowboys going in and winning this game because the Giants don't win big games. They just don't. Big games at home when you're favored and all that crap. They don't like that. They don't like when people like the Giants. That's when they shrivel up and die. It's when you expect them to fail when they do well.
Exactly.
I don't trust the Giants here. I like the Cowboys. I like the way Romo plays, but both these teams are flawed and both these teams are horrible. Yeah. And I think the Lions are going to go in and would be able to beat either of these teams in New York or in Dallas. So, I mean, either the Giants or the Cowboys, whoever gets in, they're going to get bounced in the first round of the playoffs. These teams are awful. Mm-hmm. These two teams are truly awful. The winner of this game is the worst playoff team in the NFC. I don't care which one it is. Better than none of them. I mean, they're just horrible. I trust Detroit more as a wild card. I trust San Francisco more with an inept quarterback. I trust New Orleans way more. New Orleans is an elite team, and these teams are terrible. But if you made me pick, gun to my head, Dallas. I trust Dallas, and I'm going to pick them to win this game. Damn it.
Damn it, right down. All right, well, second topic now. Let's. We had a bit of an argument before the show about this as we used to call him, but as I understand, that was a JMFBSB only ban, so we are now permitted to talk about Tim Tebow. And will we see Tebow time against the Kansas City Chiefs this week, Ryan?
Yes.
Yes.
You will see Tebow time. I guarantee it.
The Lord and Savior will descend once again to the football field.
This is what goes on. The Kansas City Chiefs are inept offensively.
Well, hey, they got Kyle Orton, man.
And
my man, Kyle Orton.
let me finish. When the Denver Broncos and Tim Tebow play teams that are inept on the offensive side of the football, they can run the ball 50 times, and they could be down 13-0 with 5 minutes to go in the game, and Tebow can run around like a little moron and score a couple of touchdowns, and they'll win the game on a game-winning field goal. Mm-hmm. That's what Tebow does, and this game sets up perfectly for that because the Chiefs can't move the ball. Even with Mr. Orton, they can't move the ball. They scored 19 points on the worst one of the worst defenses in the league in Green Bay. Say what you want to say about the Packers and their greatness, but their defense is horrible. So, and Tebow time is pretty goddamn entertaining. What else is entertaining is how completely horrible Tebow is for 3.5 quarters. And then he turns it on late. Yep. And I think you're going to see that again. You're going to see Jesus Christ come down from heaven. He might make an actual appearance. You might see him. The NFL Network or CBS or whoever's doing the game was going to get him on camera. And he's going to come down and go right into Tebow's body. And then Tebow's going to be like, all right, rock and roll. And they're going to go and they're going to get it done. Tebow time, and it makes me mad,
it's
too.
The act of God.
Because Tebow sucks.
It's just an act of God, man.
That's what it is. It's an act of God.
It's really the only explanation, right?
Yeah.
It has to be.
Because Tebow sucks, but when he plays bad teams, he can have success. And this is another one of those scenarios. So I expect we're going to see Tebow time, and it's going to be awesome. And it's also going to be boring.
Boring.
Because Tebow's games, he's so exciting. Like when he came back from down 10-0 against the Bears, we all acted like he came down from 35-0.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, Tebow, he's unbelievable. Like, come on.
In overtime.
The Lions have come back from down 27-3. That's an unbelievable comeback. Down 10-0, I do that every day. I do that in Madden every day.
Every day.
Not impressed.
I do that in Madden every day. That's not that big of an accomplishment.
It's seriously not.
I understand, though. I understand your point. And no credit to Matt Stafford for coming back from that deficit, eh?
No. But when Tebow does it, it's Jesus.
Yes, it's God. God bless the man. Jesus Christ. I give more credit to the kicker, but that's just me.
Prater.
Yeah, Matt Prater. Gotta love that
guy.
Stud. All right, and our last main storyline of the week. Do you trust the Cincinnati Bengals in a big game against the Ravens this week?
No. It's the Bengals. I know people get all excited. Andy Dalton and AJ Green. Andy Dalton, the flying tomato.
My God.
Ginger quarterback.
Yeah.
On any other team, he would be great. But on the Bengals, he will be average. Because the Bengals screwed up Carson Palmer. And Carson Palmer was as close to a sure thing as a sure thing is coming out of college.
Right.
He goes to any other franchise, and he's a Hall of Famer. He goes to the Bengals, and he's a mess. Chad Ochocinco wanted a trade from Cincinnati. You know why? Because they didn't have enough towels in the frickin' locker room. The Bengals are an inept franchise, and this is an inept football team. They've beaten a lot of bad teams because they've had a soft schedule, and that's cute. But the Steelers whacked them twice. Baltimore got them once. They're going to make a lot of mistakes. They're going to screw up. They're young, another offseason together, and they've got a solid shot at making the playoffs next year. I'm not denying that. But right now, this team is not good enough to beat Baltimore, and Baltimore has a lot to play for. Mm-hmm. There's a big difference between the 2nd seed and the 5th seed in the AFC. Either you get a week off and you're playing at home, or you got to go on the road. And Baltimore's been horrible on the road this year, a solid 4-4. 500 on the road. So the Ravens really need this game, and the Bengals at the end of the day are not talented enough on either side of the ball to play with the Baltimore Ravens. And that's a fact.
Andy Dalton. You can get it done, man. The flying tomato.
We will see. I enjoy Andy Dalton.
Yeah, I'd have to side with you on that.
Me too.
All right, I'll wrap this segment up and continue on with our New Year's Eve segment. This is Talkin' Sports with Ryan and Cory. Tim Kursnick is filling in for Cory Bender on
The BWC Network.